Hi guys, so in this video I want to show you how to use a photo of your face in order to be one of our prisoners in Prison Simulator. So the first thing we'll need is a photo of your face, obviously. So it needs to be ideally evenly lit from all sides with no harsh shadows. It would be best if your eyes were closed, but in this example that one of our developers gave me, he has his eyes open, which is fine, but ideally they would be closed. The background doesn't matter, we'll only be using this area of your face. So let's start a new game. Choose our difficulty level. And we'll be working in the character creator, which is the first thing you'll see after starting a new game. So first of all, let's pick a model or body, and then let's choose our skin. But we won't be using any of these, we'll be making our own one. So click this plus sign. And you can see that we have two methods of uploading a new skin. You can use our in-game generator or upload a texture that we will make ourselves. So I'll be explaining both methods. The generator is a bit easier. You don't have to use any outside applications, but it provides less control and you can get better results if you upload your own skin, which I will also explain how to do later. It just requires a bit more work on your part. So let's start with the generator. The first thing we need to do is upload our photo that I showed you earlier. And at first you might not see anything, but we'll have to play around a bit with the sliders until you start seeing something. So what you'll need to do is use the sliders until the face from your photo is aligned with these guides. So eyes would go here, this would be the main line of symmetry, and the lips go on this black line over here. So let's do that now. Okay, that looks good enough. Another thing that we can do in order to make it look a bit better is choose the mask type. So just scroll through the ones we provided until you find something that looks good in your model. I think I'll go with this one. You can also use this side of our interface to adjust the colors of your texture so it would blend better with the layer underneath. You can change the contrast, brightness, saturation, as well as transparency. Yeah, I think that looks good. So once you're satisfied with your results, click Create. And now we have a skin that we can apply to any of our 19 models. So with the skin that we just created selected, let's click around on the body until we find a prisoner that matches your body type the closest. And there you have it. You are now one of the prisoners in Prison Simulator. So for the second method of putting your face on one of our prisoners, the first thing you'll need to do is locate a PSD file that we have provided with our game, which will help make this process a bit easier for you. So you can either copy and paste this path into your Windows folder browser, or you can go to your Steam library, locate Prison Simulator, right-click, go to Properties, Local Files, Browse, Prison Simulator Data, Streaming Assets, create your own face in Prison Simulator, and there's the PSD file that we'll be using. So now that we have that, let's open Photopea. This is a free web application similar to Photoshop, which has all the tools that we'll need in order to put your face on our texture and then become part of the game. So first things first, let's drag the file called prisonfaceswapping.psd into our main view over here. Next, we're gonna have to do the same thing with your photo. I will of course be using one of our developers. Next thing you'll need to do is go to the group called Skin Tones and unhide the layer with the skin tone that matches yours the closest. So in our case, we'll be using 01, which was the default. Now let's hide this group and zoom into the area over here that is responsible for the head portion of the texture. Let's put the UV mask layer on top. This will be our guide for aligning our face. So similarly as with the previous method, you'll have to align your face so that the eyes, nose, and mouth are in the same places as the corresponding guide or grid over here on top. So let's do that now by pressing Ctrl-Alt-T and just moving and scaling our photo until everything is in the right space. Once everything is aligned, let's hit enter, and now we can hide the UV mask layer because we won't be needing it anymore. Next, let's select the layer with our photo and click here to create a new mask. By default, the mask will be white, so let's select it and press Ctrl I to invert it. Now we'll be using this layer mask over here to uncover what is underneath. So to do that, let's select the brush tool or press B on our keyboard. Increase the brush size a bit. Change the hardness to about 50% and start painting here in the middle with the color white selected here. Press X on your keyboard to switch between white and black brush. The black brush will hide and the white uncover. So let's paint away until our photo blends as seamlessly as possible with the texture underneath. So you'll want to basically uncover only the middle part of the face and make sure that all the edges, ears, top of the head are hidden. Once your face blends with the texture, we can do some more work by adjusting the color of it, because we can see that the tint of the skin here is just slightly different than the background. So in order to do that, let's click the layer over here and press Ctrl U to bring up the hue saturation mixer. And let's play around with the sliders until the colors, brightness and saturation of your photo matches as close as you can make it to the texture that we provided. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Let's just make some final adjustments. And I think our texture is ready to be exported and used in the game. So let's go to File, Export as PNG, Save, and the texture will be saved in your Downloads folder. Now you're ready to upload your texture into our character creator panel in Prison Simulator. So let's open up the game again. Open the character creator panel. Click on the plus sign in the skin choosing panel and upload skin. Locate the texture that we exported from Photo P, which is this one, and there you go. So the texture that we created will be the last one by default, so make sure that it is selected. Choose the model which fits your body type the best. You can add a name if you want, and just like that, you are now one of our prisoners. Thanks for watching, bye!